I have been Max's Ungia fan who takes pictures of an idol at events for 7 years, and have spent over $1 million on standing him. Max, however, flirted with his girlfriend in the industry right in front of the camera, making their relationship a well-known secret. Max even planned a variety show to propose to his girlfriend. When he saw me at the scene, he specifically told me, "Remember to take some nice pictures of me and my girl." I sneered. And the large screen originally intended for the proposal VCR began to play a loop of Max's live stream recordings. "Luna is just my sister. How could we be together?" At the same time, Max's former teammates and former rumored girlfriends took turns to clarify in their live streams, publicly criticizing Max. Max originally thought that his beautiful love story was about to dominate the hot search lists. But he found out that netizens never spoil overconfident male idols. True man Max. He made his relationship public during the low point of his career. Let's wish this old couple success in getting together. I have been Max's G for 7 years. During this time, I have spent over $1 million on standing him. Max filmed bad dramas every day, but I blindly supported him by inflating data. The songs Max released were an assault on the ears, but I muted them and increased the play count. Max's endorsements. Oh no. He has been so unpopular in recent years that he has hardly any good endorsements. But I would still place orders in his live stream to support his re-employment. And now, all of this has become my cybercriminal record. I am a somewhat well-known Zanji in Max's super topic. I produce high-quality pictures, follow all his offline activities, often hold giveaways without any tricks, and have a certain influence in the fan circle. Every time there were rumors about Max and Luna, I would earnestly tell my fellow fans, everyone must trust Max. He said Luna is just a little sister in his eyes. Luna was the first artist in Max's company. More collaborations are for his career. But as I kept lying, I couldn't even deceive myself anymore. As a Sanji, I should notice things earlier than most people. On the way home from work, or during breaks in the backstage of variety shows, Max and Luna didn't even try to hide their feelings. Their eyes were full of affection, and their actions were intimate. Even if they dared to let me take pictures of these scenes, I wouldn't dare to release them. I don't understand. Was the boy full of dreams and hope in his eyes and just my illusion and delusion? Max said he filmed bad dramas and did live stream sales for his music dream. And I believed him. Max said he promoted Luna for his company and career. And I also believed him. But when Max walked past me holding Luna's hand and still didn't forget to pretentiously stick out his index finger to make a gesture at my camera. Do you think you're so cool right now? Am I such a despicable person? Should I still help you hide it after finding out that you're in a relationship? Well, I was. Although I buried the pictures of Max and Luna deep in my hard drive, they themselves were like the real-life version of Can't Hide It Anymore. If I didn't expose their relationship, there were still countless paparazzi waiting for the opportunity. Max's studio probably couldn't hide their affairs even if they went bankrupt from buying off information. So they just gave up. The paparazzi who couldn't get hush money didn't even bother to follow them in the end. It doesn't matter. Netizens will accidentally encounter them on their sweet outings. When the pictures of Max and Luna having dinner together were exposed, netizens said, "The boss is dating a young artist." How interesting. Max's side made a solemn statement, "Just normal friends. Please don't spread rumors." When their game couple IDs were exposed, netizens said, "Can't hide it anymore." Max stubbornly said, "I just saw that everyone has couple IDs. Am I wrong to want one? Should I use it with a fan instead of her?" When the pictures of Max and Luna holding hands were exposed, netizens laughed and said, "Let's see how you'll quibble this time." But unexpectedly, there's always someone more shameless. During the live stream, Max made an epic level important speech with Luna on the line. "I just regard Luna as my sister. How could we be together?" Finally, when only Max and Luna and the entire Chinese language internet still insisted that they were not in a relationship, Max boasted that he was going to announce a big piece of news. All that you want to know will be answered in the new variety show produced by me. No way. No way. It couldn't be what I think. Right? It's one thing that I doted on him. But if he insists on making a fool of himself in public, it's hard to comment. I wish him success. Once the news that Luna would be a guest in Max's new variety show was released, netizens were not surprised at all. Isn't it just an official announcement? As if everyone didn't already know about it. Only Max's few remaining die-hard fans, whose numbers had been dwindled by his actions, felt dizzy again and again. Yes. Although Max is a lovesick fool, who doesn't focus on his career, doesn't release works, and confronts his fans, he still has some die-hard fans who seem like masochists. For example, myself. But even I, who am good at self-brainwashing and brainwashing others, can't lie with my eyes closed at this time. Looking at the messages in my private inbox and comments section, where fans helplessly ask me, a so-called big-name fan, for verification, I can no longer believe whatever Max says as I used to, and then give a shot of confidence to my little fans. Over the past 7 years, a MoForEVR account I'm managed has long been one of the oldest in the fan circle, with the highest speed and quality of releasing picture resources. I have also become the FG, in the mouths of fans and anti-fans, who is rich, idle, and fanatical. And now, FG, who has maintained high-quality output and comment control for 7 years, has suddenly disappeared. I no longer update materials, nor do I earnestly brainwash everyone. We must believe what Max says. FG seems to have run away. Max might really be completely done for, although it was already in ruins. But when seeing the foundation collapse, I still feel that my years of sincerity have been wasted. FG. Say something. FG. If you say it's false, I'll believe you. Looking at those familiar IDs, those former fellow fans, I can no longer deceive myself. We used to encourage each other and fight side by side. We were clowns and idiots in the eyes of others. But I deeply know that all the happiness and strength I got from standing are real. However, when star chasing has become a form of internal exhaustion, a delusion, and a self-deceiving behavior, is it all still worthwhile? To be irresponsible. If I were a wealthy and idle big-time fansite owner, I could spoil a scoundrel infinitely. But why should I? I can afford the sunk cost. But there are many young fans who can't. They are desperately seeking a support, a fulcrum of belief, wanting to prove that their time and money have not been wasted. Years of star chasing have made me lose track of who I am actually chasing. Maybe the source of my spiritual strength is not just Max, but also the sincere thanks and praises when I upload Max's materials, and the camaraderie of fellow fans who have fought side by side day and night. Precisely because of this, I am more aware that I cannot harm them. Feng He is not worth it at all. To warm up for his new variety show, Max specifically held another live stream. He proudly announced to the whole world, all the news you want to know will be answered in this variety show. Facing the full-screen comments of, are you going to make an official announcement? What is the relationship between Luna and you? Max turned a blind eye and, as usual, promoted his new variety show on his own. It's hilarious. He has quite a strong sense of ceremony, especially using a variety show to make an official announcement. Senior fan site owners and artists' studios will have specific communication channels to notify activity schedules. Looking at Max on the screen, who was still being stubborn, I sneered, feeling extremely ironic. The studio had already finalized the itinerary, clearly stating Max's specially planned sweet journey with Luna, and also the secret proposal ceremony at the final stop national live streaming version. And the studio was really imaginative. They dared to contact fansite owners to take behind-the-scenes photos for this kind of variety show. Did they want me to provide a couple travel photo shooting service for them? The offensiveness of the bullet comments is still too low. Coincidentally, as a fansite owner myself, I have the regular army organized fans and the money power. With the arrival of a large number of paid posters Water Army, Max's live stream bullet comments were occupied by a mysterious organization. Uniform, if you are a real man, respond directly. Comments were brushed like a formation, making passers-by who happened to see it feel shocked and spontaneously join the formation. No one knows my super macho idol better than I do. With such provocation, Max's defenses were broken. Time-o, who was in charge, started. Seeing Max's eyes roll around, and his mouth start chattering, I knew he was about to start his patronizing preaching again. Having controlled the comments for him for so many years, I'm very familiar with this operation. What official announcement? Why are you people so concerned about whether I make an official announcement or not? I ask you. I will never make an official announcement with you daydreaming girls. Focus on your own lives. Stop daydreaming. Max, the #1 star who scolds fans during live stream. Stop daydreaming, followed Just a Sister, and was successfully included in Max's funny live stream collection history. He has one face when he needs fans to contribute money, and another face when he doesn't want to bear fans' attention. Brain-dead fans and daydreaming girls have always been despised on the internet. But this time, even passers-by netizens were silent. They were shocked for a long time and finally spat in disgust, taking the bowl to eat and scolding the cook after putting down the bowl. That's Max himself. In a sense, Max's warm-up purpose was indeed achieved. Now, countless people who have seen the live stream clips are waiting for the variety show, waiting to see whether Max's big news is really his relationship with Luna. On the day of the variety show's premiere, Max logged in and out of Weibo 50 times, impatiently checking every 3 seconds whether he had successfully broken the hot search. Good news, the hot search exploded. Bad news, all are scolding him for being crazy. I know very well what effect Max wants. That day, top stream idol Max announced the woman he loved the most, Luna. For a while, the hot search exploded. Desperate fans wept by the Huapiway River, and excited netizens jumped up and down. On the Sunset Beach, NPCs shouted in unison, "That woman has got the love of a top stream star." Unfortunately, things backfired. Netizens are not NPCs. No one wants to be played like a fool. This world has never been the overbearing president novel in Max's imagination. No one will always flatter him. Netizens will never spoil the super macho idol who likes to go crazy. True man Max announced the woman he loved the most during his career trough. Let's wish this old couple a successful union. When one plan failed, Max's clever little brain came up with another plan. Since he couldn't bomb the hot search once, then do it a second time. Hearing the studio informed that Max planned to propose during a live stream, I really couldn't hold back my laughter. Max specially rented a European-style holiday villa to decorate the proposal venue, making it as dreamy as possible. A pink flower castle, relatives and friends present, fans cheering. Even Luna's dog was draped with a small veil. Seeing me arrive at the scene, Max said spirited lie, "Remember to take nice pictures of me and my sister-in-law." In Max's eyes, the fan site owners who come to the scene are probably no different from his servants. Am I such a cheap person? I used to be. But not now. I didn't even bring my camera today. Do you really think I'm here to take their wedding photos? In front of the large screen on the elaborately built ceremony stage, Max knelt on one knee, accompanied by the dreamy background music and the romantic travel mixcut VCR. He slowly said, "Once upon a time, we faced a great deal of criticism, which made our love unable to be blessed in the sun. Luna, I dare to marry you. Do you dare to marry me?" As soon as he finished speaking, a large screen behind him suddenly went black, with a funny and brisk music. Max's previous live stream statements were cut into a crazy remix video and played in a loop. Stop daydreaming. Stop daydreaming. Just don't announce. It's a sister. It's a sister. Luna is my sister. All the sweet pink bubbles in the venue were shattered by Max's live stream golden quotes. Thanks to the clear view, I could clearly see that Max's ears and neck, which were not fully covered with foundation, turned completely red in an instant. For a moment, Max, who hadn't even had time to take out the ring, didn't know whether he should stand up or continue kneeling. In the end, Max, whose CPU had been burned out, did several squats on the spot. Only then was I satisfied and took out my camera to take countless beautiful live pictures of him and my sister-in-law, who was so embarrassed that she covered her face and turned around. Come on. Find out about the place before renting it. Coincidentally, this holiday resort is exactly mine. Didn't you want to dominate the hot searches? Now, Max's former teammate Leo and former rumored partner Vicky are waiting in the live broadcast room. You said that your relationship is not tolerated by the world. You said that everyone is targeting you. Then let's see how many people you have let down. Don't worry. It will definitely dominate the hot searches. Over there, Max's live broadcast proposal scene has turned into a series of funny videos. Here, Max's former teammate Leo and former rumored partner Vicky are sitting side by side in the live broadcast room, waiting to tell their past stories of Max and send Max a huge wave of popularity. The background of the live broadcast room is pink and dreamy, full of European style. Exactly a replica of Max's proposal scene. What an astonishing speed. Isn't it hinting at the one in my imagination? Max's team urgently cut off the live broadcast, leaving netizens who couldn't see the fun full of excitement but had nowhere to go. But they found that Leo and Vicky were sitting so vividly in the live broadcast room. The title clearly had several big words. No hinting. Purely selling goods. Oh my god. This is clearly pure hinting and taking advantage of the fire. I'll buy whatever links you put up. Please give us some juicy gossip. Your ability to ride on the popularity is really worthy of making money. I'm completely convinced. What netizens said is both right and wrong. Spending a huge sum of money to invite people to dismantle Max is purely a personal grudge. Leo, Max's former teammate, already has representative works on big and small screens and has the support of passersby. Vicky, Max's former rumored partner, has just won the Best Actress award. Her acting career is booming, and she is getting popular dramas one after another. Although the two in the live broadcast room have a common rival, obviously they have no intention of collaborating. They even avoid suspicion and live broadcast into halves. Just when everyone was eagerly looking forward to Vicky or Leo coming up to reveal some explosive news about Max, the assistant broadcaster brought the selected products on stage. No way. It's really for selling goods? We want to hear the juicy gossip. Although Max is really absurd, these two people are also of high status. Isn't it demeaning to rush to ride on this popularity? Despite the urgent urging of the barrage, Leo just maintained a business smile and interacted with the assistant broadcaster, only talking about how great the benefits are tonight and not mentioning Max at all. Although the live broadcast room title and category clearly stated that it was for selling goods, and the links in the shopping cart were already neatly hung up, netizens still couldn't believe that this was a simple live broadcast for selling goods. Just when the live broadcast room was about to be drowned in doubts, someone finally found the mystery in the shopping cart. Oh my! I beg you all to go and see. What on earth are they selling? While chatting and laughing, Leo started to talk with the first selected product and the assistant broadcaster in harmony. Brother Lou, do you think you are a romantic person? Do you have any unique tricks to please girls? Leo gave the assistant broadcaster a reprobative look and smiled. Don't set me up. I'm still on the rise in my career. How can I have a girlfriend? No way. Is he hinting at something? I won't say who announced his girlfriend when he was at a low point in his career. Just when netizens finally satisfied Lie, found that this non-hinting live broadcast room started to be sarcastic. The first product that came up next was the one that shocked everyone. Chai Hu's Salt Selection membership. A shocking price of 98.8 per year? No way. Who sells novel memberships in a live broadcast? At this time, the assistant broadcaster showed extremely high professional quality and started to show price comparisons on various platforms, striving to show that this is the lowest price ever across the platform. But is the price what the audience cares about? Obviously not. Seeing that few people placed orders despite being stunned, Leo smiled and said, "Although I am friends with Max, my good brother and good teammate Max just proposed." Right. The assistant broadcaster was very perceptive and picked up. European castle. Flower curtain. So romantic. Leo, why is my teammate Max so romantic? Isn't it because he loves literature? Max usually likes to read dominant CEO novels on Ziachaihu. He stays up late to catch up on them. Sometimes he is even late for training the next day. Look. Dare I marry you and dare you marry me? Such a domineering proposal declaration. If you haven't read at least one novel, you can't ask such a question. Friends. Read Ziachaihu's salt selection and of Max's confidence. From now on, you are not an NPC. You are the protagonist of your own life. At this time, everyone realized what no hinting on the live broadcast room title really meant. We will definitely not be sarcastic about Max. We will openly say good things about him and use him to sell goods. But netizens are not fools. The overtones are deafening. Who doesn't know a little bit of high-level low EQ, slack off in rehearsals? High EQ, love literature. Low EQ, arrogant blonde. High EQ, be the protagonist of your own life. This night, the sales volume of Ziachaihu membership rose all the way on the hot search list along with the hashtag, "I want to live as confidently as Max." Although everyone is advising Max, their most important task at present is to uninstall your Ziachaihu novels. But at the same time, they can't help but think, can I have Max's almost irrational confidence by reading more Ziachaihu novels? Practice is the only way to test truth. Maybe I should open a membership and take a look. Leo is wholeheartedly creating a literature lover persona for Max. Vicky obviously doesn't intend to let Max go either. Compared to being abstract, Vicky today seems to be really selling goods. Necklaces, rings, small pendants, coats, bags, suitcases. From niche street brands to international luxury brands. There is everything. But smart netizens have already understood the pattern. These two people will never let King go. This is just the beginning. Vicky is really doing fashion sharing in the live broadcast room. I have to say that her fashion ideas are very inspiring and her explanations are even more fascinating. However, the unit price of the items shared by Vicky was not low. And neither was that of the people present. So not many people placed orders. Looking at the real-time purchase volume, Vicky opened her mouth as if in distress. It seems that without telling some little stories, everyone's shopping enthusiasm still can't be ignited. Vicky doesn't have the teammate relationship with Feng Mo like Leo does. On the contrary, since she cooperated with Max in a play and rumors of an affair emerged, which led to Max's fans cyber-bullying her on a large scale. The two have had no intersection on all public platforms. So in Vicky's words, Max can only be someone in the entertainment circle. This niche brand ring was hardly worn by anyone in the circle before I put it on. Someone in the circle had to ask all the stylists around before finding the style of the same brand and series. Also, this C brand coat. After I wore it, someone in the circle immediately got the same style. I don't know why even the position of the loose threads was exactly the same. Obviously, Vicky still harbors a grudge about the rumor incident back then. She wants to take this opportunity to expose the truth about the top string star's hype and avenge that undeserved disaster back then. My God, is this the truth about the rumor that Max was in a relationship and cohabiting with her at that time? Making self-made similar items. This hype method is really dirty. Of course, there are no voices of doubt in the barrage. But Vicky just showed the items she hadn't explained yet, like displaying military weapons. Everyone click on the link and choose the items suitable for you. The anchor will continue to introduce the good items loved by people in the circle for you. Is this still a female star? She is more dedicated than a live streaming salesperson. Sure enough. Hatred lasts longer than love. Damn it. She has got me hooked. I'm willing to pay the money to continue listening to the gossip. I've figured it out. Tonight, What you are selling are Max's favorite items. Leo fanned the flames. Vicky added fuel to the fire. And I sat on the sidelines, watching the name Max explode across the internet like wildfire. And his deeds also spread beyond the circle again along with his favorite items. What can defeat Max has never been sarcasm. Although now Max's favorite items are so popular that everyone has a Max-style item. But considering Max's narcissism, if the satire is too implicit, it is easy to make him feel flattered instead. Becoming the laughingstock of the whole internet and having a total breakdown so that he can never be with his former teammates again can really make him uncomfortable. Originally, I just wanted to seek justice. That girl suffered an undeserved disaster because of Max's hype. The painstaking efforts and love of countless fans over the years were treated like dirt. He can't build a moral high ground while making a fortune. Right? After all, Max hasn't evaded taxes or committed any illegal crimes. As a fan, I could throw money at him. But after I stop being a fan, I can't get a 7-day, no reason refund. Spending money on men brings bad luck all your life. This time, it's like paying for a lesson. He probably won't be able to get any good jobs either. How wrong I was. Max has actually gained more followers. I've figured it out. Having sympathy for a man brings bad luck for 3 lifetimes. Letting a man off brings bad luck for 8 lifetimes. Having been immersed in the fan circle for so many years, I deeply feel that I have become accustomed to all kinds of outrageous moral concepts. But I really didn't expect that Max, who I have watched gradually fade out over the years, has actually attracted a large number of fans who admire his character and CP fans. I'm really attracted to him. Wouldn't you be attracted when you meet such a multi-talented rich second-generation CEO like Idol when you were young? His proposal was so happy and romantic. And you fans were singing and dancing here like a group of little. Being misunderstood is the norm for star chasers. But I have already turned against my former idol. Why do I still get kicked when I just pass by? A few people being attracted to it is because of their unique taste. But a large group of people being attracted to it along with the marketing accounts means that the money has been well spent. Max and his team are not doing losing business. The poisonous traffic I painstakingly attracted for them. They actually want to take it all and be a truly affectionate CEO like Idol? Money, good looks and single-mindedness. As long as a man has one of these, he can easily attract the pursuit of the whole world. It is precisely by grasping this point that Max can be so confident and shameless. Idols don't need to respect their fans. This is the strange part of the whole thing. Although an idol's achievements, reputation and wealth are all contributed by fans, when spread evenly among each fan, it seems so insignificant. When they need you, you are leaks. Tolerating workers. When they want to fall in love, you are the clowns who try to control the idol's life. Even after using some funny and interesting memes to dispel the negative influence and attracting the passerby audience, there will be righteous passers-by coming out to uphold justice. You are still using the feudal era set. You haven't spent much money, but you have so many demands. Sometimes what fans really ask for is very little. Having poured in countless time and money, I just hope to share those few short moments of the gentle brother and perfect lover on the stage with thousands of people. Ultimately, all of our love has a price tag. When in love, I can find sweet candies among the broken glass. When not in love, I just ask for a little respect. You can't take my money and then turn around and label me as a brainless fangler. People who are ungrateful should not have a good end anywhere. There are always some inexplicable rules in the fan circle. When making a comment, one must prove how much money they have spent. I never think this is right. This must be a deformed form of discipline. But undeniably, if the consumption ability is not strong enough, the company won't even spare a glance. Of course, if the consumption ability is strong enough, the artist may even take the initiative to give a glance. Look at Max. Doesn't he still want to order me to use an expensive camera to take a beautiful proposal photo for him? But what if it is even stronger? Max certainly doesn't lack money. He has opened a company and a studio. and has also signed his young girlfriend under his company. But since he is still marketing his deep love for one-person image of a CEO-like idol and still wants that reputation, it shows that he is still reluctant to leave the entertainment circle and still fantasizes about returning to the top stream. With Leo and Vicky's current status, do you really think I can easily invite them just by spending some money? Originally, I planned to let everyone get revenge for their grudges, and then we would be even. Now it seems that sometimes there is no need to be so low-key or so decent. No, there are no problems with the contract payments and the endorsements are officially announced as normal. It's just that I need your help with a small favor. When I contacted Leo and Vicky's business representatives, they were extremely apprehensive, fearing that something had gone wrong with the already negotiated endorsements. And after learning that they only needed to give a thumbs up during the promotion period, they quickly agreed wholeheartedly. What are you talking about? The entire cooperation was facilitated by you. This small favor is our duty. The next day at the same time, Leo and Vicky officially announced their new business deals. Leo won the full-line endorsement of the new product line of Brand X mobile phones. Vicky became the first female star in the circle to win the global endorsement of Brand A cars. The entire official announcement process was astonishingly fast. There was no brand inspection period or prior warm-up. Even insiders didn't hear any rumors. And the endorsers just dropped down like this. No way. I have an immature guess. Is it that people who are at odds with Max can all have good luck? No. Look at the comments section. Not only did Leo and Vicky officially announce their endorsements on the same day, but now even the top comment is exactly the same. Passers-by may not understand, but old fans of all three parties know clearly that the account MoFoREVR is clearly Max's retired big fan. That is my own account. And now, the disappeared MoFoREVR has appeared in the comments section of Leo and Vicky's endorsement announcements. That short word congratulations should have been drowned in the flood of blessings from fans and passers-by. But strangely, both Leo and Vicky liked and replied to MoFoREVR's comment. Although the words were all polite expressions of gratitude to the brand and the fans, it was obvious to discerning people that there were undercurrents behind. Max's former big fan actually has such great power, and can directly arrange endorsements? Both Leo and Vicky have feuds with Max. MoFoREVR has unfollowed Max, excluding 10,000 and impossibilities. The remaining one result, even if it is absurd, is the truth. We have seen cases of capitals' hidden rules and capitals overturning the table. But this is really the first time we have seen someone serving a full-course banquet to their rivals. At this moment, a great question lingers in the minds of countless netizens. No way. Sister, with all this money, isn't it enough to turn Max into your lapdog? Yes, clearly I have so much money. How could I have chased a star in such a suffocating way? I got up early and stayed up late to follow Max on various domestic and overseas trips and gave him carefully prepared gifts. All I wanted was a glance and a wave. I organized fan benefits and large screen support at my own expense. I only got the contact information of the studio and became a willing free laborer. I thought that love without expecting anything in return is noble. But now, looking at the continuous messages from Max's studio popping up on the screen, I only feel ironic. In the past, they seemed to be giving alms. Revealing a little bit of itinerary information was a great favor. But now, thank you very much for your past support. We can reserve an inner field ticket for you for future activities. Is it not convenient to follow the itinerary recently? If you need business cooperation here, Brother Mo can come and talk in person. Clearly knowing that I have unfollowed, Max's side has instead come to flatter, pretending that nothing has happened. Even in their eyes. As long as Max gives a face and has a meal with the star-chasing young lady, all major resources will surely fall into his pocket beautifully. People who are poor and still daydream. That's the kind of people they are. In the past, my parents laughed at me. Why do you have to go in person to chase a star? Isn't it better to invite people to perform backstage in a VIP box? I used to scoff at it and believe in pure love being invincible. Now I study frame by frame and happily call my parents. Mom. Lend me Assistant Wang. Your daughter has been bullied outside. In the box. Max still felt a bit unnatural seeing a familiar face. In the past. I ran with a camera and sportswear at the boarding gate. Everyone's eyes were focused on me. Now I walk into the box store surrounded by assistants and legal affairs. They and the staff all need to stand up and greet me. Thank you for your long time love and company. Whether you choose to bless me or not. Max took the initiative to speak first. Still using that tone of being for your own good. But the words were full of soreness. I just hope you make a rational choice and don't cause losses to Shengxing Group because of your dissatisfaction with me. I was almost amused by him. I was infatuated with him in the past because he was like a stable big brother. He cared about fans' studies and would earnestly tell everyone to work hard and live the life they want. Now I realize that this is not chasing a star at all. This is clearly chasing a father. Listening to Max and those staff members making roundabout attempts to probe my relationship with Shengxing is also quite boring. I looked him up and down. And then burst out laughing. You don't need to worry about the operation of Shengxing Group. My parents will naturally consider it. After dropping a bombshell. I enjoyed the colorful expressions on the opposite side to my heart's content. Max's face had already flushed red. He couldn't lower his face to make peace and didn't dare to really quarrel with me and tear faces. On the contrary. The agent beside him was as conscientious and shameless as always. Looking only at money. Let's sit down and continue eating and have a good talk. There will be many business cooperation opportunities in the future. Right? I didn't give the agent who had never looked at me squarely before even a glance. I just gave them my last sentence. I can still tell the difference between spending money on men and losing money for the company. Before wanting an endorsement. You also have to think about whether you can handle it based on your status. I was too lazy to say another word of nonsense to these people who had wasted my feelings for several years. I just asked Assistant Wayne to handle the follow-up matters. After learning that Leo and Vicky had suddenly landed endorsements, Max's team had already gnashed their teeth in resentment behind the scenes, blaming me for having this resource long ago but not investing it in Max. But who told me to believe his lies back then? He said he wanted to focus on music. And his team could get in touch with the top production teams. He said he wanted to dabble in film and television. And just happened to have the most suitable script handed to him. Is it because of his good strength that he can access these top resources? Now I only hate that I didn't sign a bet agreement back then. Otherwise, according to Max's attribute of failing in everything he does, I might be able to earn back my original investment. But even if I didn't make Max compensate, the earnings of his company should not be so ideal right now. Right? Otherwise, as a boss, why is he still bussying himself being a laughingstock on the internet all day long? Assistant Wang didn't come to do charity with an endorsement contract. The legal team and the acquisition contract he brought are all genuine. Given the current operating situation of Max's company, being acquired might be his best destination. But I know that Max will never accept the acquisition. And I'm not here to do charity either. I just want this contract to slap them hard in the face. The respect I didn't get. I will finally take it back in this way. In the end, Max indeed rejected the acquisition case. As if he had been greatly humiliated. Miss Zhu, if you really liked me once, don't take revenge in such a childish way. Miss Zhu? How funny. Before I could say anything, Assistant Wang beside me spoke first. May I ask, who is Miss Zhu? This is indeed the daughter of directors Bo Shengxing Group. But she takes her mother's surname. Lin. If you are looking for the Miss Zhu who liked you, you must have mistaken the person. As expected of a top-notch assistant with an annual salary of 1 million. Without even being told, he thoroughly scolded the other person to satisfaction. The agent dragged the dumbfounded Max and left, bowing and scraping. I sat there, inexplicably feeling extremely empty and absurd. Yes, my name is Chloe, but I have lost my name for a long time. I am Moforevr, a big-time fan, a crazy fan, a fangler. The first time I saw Max standing on the stage, I was deeply attracted by the light he emitted. when acting as a big-time fan, commanding thousands of fans. I felt that I was also standing in the spotlight. Shining. I was chasing the light. Getting closer to the light. But actually I didn't become the light. I have never regretted chasing such a scoundrel so sincerely. But I really regret why I liked him so humbly. Indulging in the fantasy of dedication. Hiding in the dark and being self-moved. But in fact, no one ever cared who I was. Max has never respected MoFo or EVR. Even though I have spent a lot of money. Even in the end, the person Max dared not offend was the powerful Miss Sue. Not Chloe, who had liked him for many years. I think that from now on I will strive to become a better person. Let the name Chloe carry more weight and shine more brightly. If you are excellent and wealthy enough, the once unreachable idol will look like a male model waiting for tips when standing beside you. But this doesn't mean that loving an idol is something that has to be hidden away like smuggling underground. Only when you are rich and powerful enough can your love for them return to the sunlight. Everyone is qualified to choose to be a star chaser. To choose to love someone. But before choosing to be indulged in that love, you might as well quietly remind yourself, don't place the wrong focus of your emotions on others. Have the courage to turn around and leave. Never forget to love yourself the most.